Hi Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to the channel. This is Beneath the Sky, Beyond the Stars Tarot, and this is your reading for July of 2024. All right, so just a quick message for you, Scorpio. When I was preparing to record your video, the number 222 came up very strong. I had looked at the clock and it was right there, and you know how the little thing in the middle is flashing on the time. So I thought that this might be a significant number for you. I did take a look at 222 as far as angel numbers, and just a little information here that could be significant for you. So the number 222 is actually a number about harmony and balance. So you may find that either the need for harmony and balance are essential in your life right now, or maybe you are working to achieve harmony and balance in your life. I'm reading here, it says a sequence of twos reminds us of the importance of balance and collaboration. It can mean that it's a great time to reach out and forge a closer connection with someone. It can also mean that your guardian angels are watching with their fullest love and support and are gently reminding you that you will find your one true way. Love that message for you, Scorpio. So yeah, make sure that you look up the number 222 and see what other messages you might get about that angel number could be significant. For some of you, it could be an address. It could be the phone number. It could be a series of numbers in a phone number for someone significant to you. So yeah, I was just listening. I also got classroom. I don't know why, right? Maybe if some of you are going back to school and the number 222 is a classroom, you know, where things are going to happen that are going to be very significant. It creates significant change in your life. As far as the astrology for July, Scorpio, that new moon is going to be in Cancer on July 5th, and that's going to be in your 9th house. So the 9th house is our spirituality house. It is also a house of expansion on some level. So some of you could be broadening your horizons in a number of ways. It could be travel. The 9th house rules international travel. You could be working with or dealing with people from other countries, other ethnic groups, you know, other nationalities, you know, different background than yours. Some of you could be going back to school. You could be seeking a higher degree. So this could be a very successful time for you to focus on your studies. Again, it also is a spiritual house. So some of you may be changing, you know, changing your spirituality. Maybe some of you are seeking higher, you know, a higher level of spiritual understanding. Maybe you've belonged to a traditional church and now, you know, you may be getting deeper into esoteric things like astrology, numerology, the tarot, things like that, right? So I think many of you may be at this time looking for more meaning in life and actively going for that, actively looking and searching. You do have Mercury moving into the 10th house, so there could be some communication regarding your career with that Mercury in the 10th house. If you're looking for a new job, or you are, you know, looking to communicate with someone on your job, maybe about promotions or salary increases, things like that. Mercury is going to give you that power to be able to speak for yourself when it comes to your career. Good time for you to seek another position if you're looking for one. August, Mercury is going to be retrograde, so take advantage of this time in July while Mercury is moving forward. And with it going into Leo, some of you could be in the entertainment field, artists, writers, dancers, performers, you know, singers, actors. So you may find that you're going on more auditions, or you'll have the opportunity to go auditions, or, yeah, you know, be able to really communicate your talent, your skills, and your style to the public. And then finally you have Venus moving into your 10th house, right? So that's going to be in the 10th house with Mercury. Again, some of you could really be getting some support from Venus as far as, you being regarded very well by women, all right, or by feminine energy. So if some of you are interviewing with a woman or someone who identifies as, female, as gender, they could be very beneficial for you. You also have the full moon at the end of the month, which is going to be in your 3rd house in Capricorn. So again, communication being a key here. So maybe what you start on this new moon, you will hear back by the 21st. When you're getting communication, having meetings, receiving text messages, emails, phone calls regarding something significant for you, okay? There also could be dealings in some way with siblings, so brothers and sisters could be, you could be doing a lot of communication, visiting, or, having deep conversations with them. They might be able to open up avenues for you in your career, and also the possibility of some short distance travel for you around the end of the month, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and see what we have here. Messages for you, Scorpio. So we have the Ace of Cups in the distant past. We have the Death card in the recent past. We have the King of Wands covering you around the new moon as we're going into the first few weeks of July. We have the Eight of Wands. Look at that. That's that communication card. So that really perfectly aligns with the messages of you, having a lot of conversations, meetings, things like that this month could really support you with progress in whatever you're working on, whatever you're involved in. And then you have the Eight of Swords at the end of the month. And this energy is as we're coming out of July. And I'm going to pull one more card on the Eight of Swords. All right, and we have the Lover's card. Okay, perfect. So at the base of the deck, wow, you have the Star. And something about this deck, this is the BTS deck, and there's something very connected between the Star card and that Eight of Wands. So when the Eight of Wands card came out, I actually thought it was the Star, but the Star did, I feel like I saw that before it came, and here it is at the base of the deck, okay? So wishes coming true, some desires that you are working on. I think you're going to get a really positive result. Something that you've really had your heart set on may come to, maybe manifested this month. So put your desires out there, speak them into existence, focus on your dreams this month, what you really want to happen, put that effort into it. And as I said, speak those things into existence. Okay. All right. And you know what? I'm just going to really quickly light this incense. Okay. All right. So yes, this is a BTS inspired channel. So I'm also going to take a few cards from the photo deck, and then we'll get through to the tarot messages. All right, 3 cards for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for July of 2024. 3 cards for Scorpio. All right, this one, me, myself, and Jin. All right, so this is Jin here, and here we have him. So Jin, newly discharged from the army and now released back to his BTS Army. So, checking out what he's doing here. Looks like he's very busy filling out this crossword puzzle. So some of you may be trying to figure something out, right? There may be a puzzle in your life right now or something that's on your mind. You're spending a lot of time thinking about it. What I feel this message is, don't overly concern yourself with trying to figure something out. Make sure that you're getting enough rest. Make sure that you are meditating, practicing mindfulness, because sometimes we can block our blessings by aggressively focusing on them or putting too much energy and trying to make them happen. And sometimes we can repel those things, right? So you may be trying to figure something out right now. It's funny because I see the little planet here, and this reminds me of a full moon. So I think that whatever it is, whatever quandary, conundrum, whatever it is that's going on in your mind right now, Scorpio, I feel like by the full moon on the 21st, you'll have your answer. You'll have a confirmation, a resolution, whatever that might be. Okay? And let me see. Where is the origin of humanity? Oh, wow. That's a deep question. And that's actually what's written here. Origin of humanity. Okay. We'll take that. Someone under the sign of Sagittarius could be significant for you. Jin is a Sag Aries. So Aries could also be influencing you this month. All right. We're going to take another card. All right. We have Jimin. Set me free. Face. So some of you may be wanting to free yourself from a situation. I also see the 8 of Swords here that was at the end of the reading that I put another clarifier on. So maybe feeling restricted and trying to figure yourself out, figure your way out of something. Okay. Oh, wow. Interesting. ID chaos. Yeah, so Jimin looks worried here, right? He looks a little concerned. He looks like he's preoccupied with something. So again, maybe some type of, I did say that you're trying to figure a way out of something. It may have become a chaotic situation, or you may be at this time experiencing a chaotic situation on some level as we're in July. And again, I just see him really, there's a lot of emotion in this card, a lot of focus. I'm feeling a little despair, a little heartache coming up here. Okay. And so you may be identifying with that energy right now, and you want to be set free from it. Okay. I think that this month is going to allow that to happen, especially with the Star card here and the 8 of Wands, movement, communication. So let's see what else we have. And again, don't forget you have the Death card, transformation. So you are going through a major change. And we know that change is sometimes painful. It's sometimes difficult. We have, growing pains. This is actually your card, Scorpio. So interesting that your major arcana came up in this reading. So this could be a very monumental, life-changing moment for you. You may be shedding your skin, shedding your identity, your previous identity, and about to grow into a new one. Remember that Scorpio there are 3 levels of Scorpio, 3 expressions of Scorpio. There is the scorpion, there is the lizard, and there is the eagle, right? And the thing about Scorpio is that you have the ability to move through any of these levels, and so often in your life you do. So for instance, the lizard is more concerned with money, power, sex, sometimes the underworld, sometimes involved with situations that are not, legal, could be drugs, crime, things like that, right? The lizard is comfortable in the underworld, and Pluto is your ruler along with Mars. So Pluto rules the underworld. So, sometimes Scorpios will be involved in that side of life, that shadow side of life. But then you also have the eagle expression of the Scorpio. And so the eagle expression is the phoenix that rises, and that can rise to any level of success. Even though they've been down, they don't necessarily stay down, right? So you have this ability to rise from the ashes, to completely, annihilate a previous way of life or a previous life experience, and rise through the ranks, rise to the top of whatever it is that you are doing. And then the eagle is also highly spiritual. So again, we talked about the spirituality, 9th house being activated this month for you. So some of you may be moving into an ascension mode right now. And I think that that's what I'm going to name this reading, Ascension Mode, for you, Scorpio. There are definitely signs here that you have the ability to move to the next level spiritually, emotionally, as far as your life is concerned, and your life path as well. All right. So, wow, deep here. Let me take one more photo card. Let me see. One of them jumped. I don't know which one it was. Let me try again. Scorpio. Let's see. All right. Take this one. Me, myself. This is Jungkook. What strikes me about this card is his pristine white shirt, beautifully clean, pure. So yeah, feeling like, interesting. You're moving from a point of chaos to maybe a point of purity. Now, what I'm hearing is purify your intentions. If you purify your intentions, then your life is going to follow that energy. Okay, Scorpio. Let me see what else I have here. Jungkook is a Virgo. He actually is a Virgo Leo. All right, so Virgo Leo could be significant for you. Jimin, by the way, is a Gemini. I'm sorry, Libra Gemini. So Libra and Gemini could be influential for you this month as well. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the cards. The Ace of Cups in the distant past. Ace of Cups, pure and simple love, right? So this is falling in the area of the, I would say, the beginning months of 2024. So I'm sorry, this is the distant past, right? So some of you could be in a relationship, a new relationship, a love relationship, where there are, heavy emotions here, heavy overflow of emotions. Just look at all this water. All of this water. I'm also noticing something here for the first time. I've read this card a million times, but look at the apple. And I'm also getting temptation here. All right. So, from the Garden of Eden. So maybe temptations in love, or maybe, falling in love with someone who you really can't have, or who is a temptation, forbidden fruit. Forbidden fruit being the phrase that I wanted to say, okay? Seeing a lot of emotion and, just an overflow, almost overwhelming emotion I'm feeling here with this Ace of Cups. Almost drowning in emotion, wanting to take a bite of this apple, okay? Maybe having taken a bite, we don't know, or maybe just emotion being so powerful with the focus on this forbidden fruit for some of you. The Death card in the recent past is an ending, okay? It is an ending. It is a new beginning. But what I can also say, maybe there has been a breakup. Maybe there was the ending of relationship. Maybe it was the end of connection, an emotional connection. I'm getting entanglement, emotional entanglement, perhaps, right? Especially with all of this, chaos and questions and being set free, right? So for some of you, I think as we're coming into June, you may be coming in with a little bit of a dark energy, Scorpio. I'm not going to lie. All right. We have the Black Swan here. This is the Black Swan, scenes from the Black Swan video. If you have not seen BTS Black Swan video, please, enjoy. You're welcome. That's all I have to say. Okay. But this, there is energy of the angel of death here, but I'm going to only say that in terms of the ending of something, right? The death of a way of life, possibly the death of a relationship. Maybe some of you have lost someone actually on the physical plane, all right? If that's the case, then please, I extend my deepest condolences to you, okay? It can be a very, very difficult time and can be a chaotic time, right? If that is the case. But for those of you who, thank God, this is not the case, this is a significant time on your spiritual timeline, on your journey, all right? This is your card. And again, there could be endings, new beginnings here, not necessarily an easy ending, but an ending. And the reason this ending is happening is to move you along your path. Okay? It is an ending that is needed. This ending has to happen, right? It may be long overdue. It may be something that is in your best interest, right? We know what we want, but God knows what we need. The universe knows what we deserve. And so this may be, as I said, the ending of something that maybe you were very connected to, emotionally connected to, but now has run its course. And you are coming into July possibly with those, with those heavy feelings. Well, what I can tell you is I feel like it is smoother sailing as the month goes on. King of Wands is the energy covering you as we move into July. For some of you, if you are, looking to move on, you may be meeting someone who could end up being very significant for you. This is the King of Wands, which is fire energy. Again, this is not necessarily a male, it could be, gender is irrelevant here. We're talking about energy here, but this is a mature person, very possibly older than you or someone more experienced in life than you. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Very possible we're going to be moving into Leo season this month, from Cancer to Leo season. So, this could happen during Leo season. So that would be around like the 19th, 20th of July through to around the same time, 20th, 21st of August. This is someone who has a lot of fire, a lot of energy, very charismatic, very attractive person. Could be someone who runs their own business, is an entrepreneur or some type of upper management type, his ability to manage people, business, successful at business, a leader, right? The King of Wands is definitely a leader. And whether that is in a company or whether that is in their family or whether that is just in life in general or in a relationship, they definitely have that leadership energy. So this is someone who you can depend on, and who is going to kind of infuse your life and the relationship with positive energy, upbeat energy. If you know anything about Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, that fiery energy is very, they're usually the life of the party, right? Some of you could be meeting this person during a party or during some type of public engagement. I heard red carpet. I'm trying to see if there's anything else here. But yes, King of Wands energy. Also, this could be, you could meet someone, whether this is romantic or it could be a business situation, right? Because Wands has to do with our career as well. And so I did tell you that you do, have some significant energy, that Venus moving into Leo in your 10th house and Mercury moving into Leo. So this could be a boss, right? The president of a company. Some of you could be interviewing with someone. It could be a new company as well. Someone who can hire you. So if you have interviews coming up, I think those interviews are going to be quite successful, especially with the Eight of Wands there. This person can have a significant influence over your career, your life. I see J and I here. Right there. I mean, I know it's not a letter, but that's what it looks like to me. Okay. All right. So King of Wands, very possible, and the King is right under the stars here, the stars. So someone who may have the power to make a wish come true or a dream come true for you, Scorpio, okay? And then as we're getting onto the new moon, that new moon on the 5th, and we're moving through July, a lot of communication. I said it before I laid the cards down, right? This could be international travel, could be local travel, but I see you in motion. Very much in motion this month. And again, recommended before August hits, right, when Mercury's going retrograde. But some of you could be traveling overseas. I see air travel. Some of you could be, driving locally to where you need to go. I'm seeing you putting, and I am advising you to put your dreams, your thoughts, your desires into the universe. Speak them into existence, because if you see the guys here, it's like they're standing here and they are speaking, right? It's like they're calling in their wildest dreams. They're calling in their desires for success, for achievement, for recognition, for acknowledgement, for their dreams to come true, for victory. All right. So make sure that you are calling in those things. This is a bonfire here. Looks like it, a really big one. So again, fire energy. I did mention the King of Wands being fire. Could, be significant for you. Also, I'm looking again at some kind of event that you're going to be attending this month. It might be for business or even a social thing. Look for opportunities to network, to connect with people. I really feel like this month is all about you, your wishes, your dreams, expanding your life, and moving to the next level for you on multiple levels, right? Spiritually, but also with your life work, whatever that might be. Okay? All right, Eight of Wands. And then we'll read these together. Interesting that the Lovers came up. So what I'm feeling here is that it's like total opposite energy here. And these eights, right? You've got the Eight of Wands, which is all about travel, movement, expansion, things opening up, the world opening up, messages. Another thing about the Eight of Wands is if you look at the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck, the Eight of Wands are flying through the sky and they always hit their mark. I'm going to say that again. The Eight of Wands always hit their mark. So be very careful what you wish for, because you are going to get it, Scorpio. Okay? And so we have that energy, and then in direct opposition, we have you here still feeling trapped. What are you trapped? What are you feeling trapped by? What are you feeling trapped by, Scorpio? Well, I asked for a clarifier, and it says the Lovers, right? A relationship, an emotional connection, a decision that was made or a decision that has to be made. So I feel like this is just one big circle that takes us back to this Eight of Cups. Okay, so some of you may still be trapped by this relationship or the emotional connection. Maybe you have separated from someone, but you haven't broken those bonds. You haven't broken those cords, that cord. So some of you may need to do some cord breaking visualization exercises. Visualizing yourself actually cutting a cord, okay? Especially if this is a situation that is no longer sustainable and that needs, for your own mental, emotional health, that you need to make a cut from. Visualize yourself actually connected to that person, taking a pair of scissors, could be a big pair of scissors. I see you like needing one of those pair of scissors that they use to cut when they're opening a restaurant or some new location, and there's this gigantic pair of scissors that cuts that ribbon to open it. Like, I feel like you need to get that gigantic pair of scissors, Scorpio, and cut this cord, because for some reason it's keeping you trapped on some level, okay? And the message here on this card, I'm going to read it. I got everything I wanted. What more will make me feel contented? So it may be that, someone who is a equal partner to you, someone who understands you, someone who resonates with you, someone whose dreams and values are aligned with yours. maybe you have the world, but those things, or that was missing, those things were missing from that previous connection. And that is actually what you need to help fulfill your world or make your ultimate dreams come true, right? Yeah, this is deep stuff, Scorpio. So keep in mind, and I want you to remember this as well, the Eight of Swords in the traditional deck is a person who is standing in the middle of a field. They are surrounded by swords, and they're blindfolded. Number one, at any point, their hands are not bound, right? Or their hands are very loosely bound. They can slip out of those ties, they can pull the mask off of their face, and they can slide out through the spaces, those wide spaces between those swords. So the thing about the Eight of Swords is that it is the energy that you allow yourself to keep yourself imprisoned by. It's not the reality. This is self-imprisonment. Okay? I see this fire here, getting Kundalini energy. Feel like you definitely need to meditate and practice some mindfulness and that visualization that I mentioned. Prayer, meditation, visualization, all those things to help support you in cutting your connections from something or someone who is unhealthy for you, so that you can open up that space for someone else who is going to be aligned with you. Okay? The Sea of Stars here says, if you do it, if you put it into motion, you will achieve it. Okay? A Sea of Stars, wishes coming true, success. And I see the Chariot here, so there may be travel related to that as well. Movement, having to get up from out of where you are. Okay, Scorpio? I will take a card from the Oracle, see what Oracle message we have for you. Wow, this is a deep reading. Again, keep in mind that number 222 that I was channeling at the beginning of the reading. And let's see, this card wants to jump out. Opportunity. Okay, so this speaks for itself. Look at the moon there. Look at the moon. So for me, this represents the new moon, right? Just a sliver. I mean, we know that the new moon is actually just over dark, but this new moon on the 5th is going to allow you a new opportunity for a new beginning. Keep your eyes open for an opportunity. I love the purple, BTS purple in the background there, Boraje. But an opportunity is going to present itself. Are you ready for it, Scorpio? Get yourself ready. Look at all these stars. Look at this sea of stars. Same energy, right? Same energy. Limitless opportunities. The universe is unlimited for opportunities, blessings, the ability to make wishes come true, but you have to free yourself. Look, you have to set yourself free, Scorpio. Okay? And look, another 2. Another 2. Wow. Amazing. All right, one more card from the affirmation deck. This is more about our daily life, but let's take a look. Slumber, more stars here, and planet. When I drift off to sleep, my mind allows me to slip into a restful slumber. If dreams arise, they are pleasant and calming. This time allows my body and mind to retreat so I can start my day with vigor. All right. So make sure that you're getting enough sleep. Definitely when I saw this, it looked like Jimin was, had a lot of sleepless nights going on, worrying. And here is Jin trying to get some rest. So messages here, make sure that you're getting enough sleep so that your body, mind, spirit can recover. When we sleep, it allows our body to process all the experiences and all of the stimulation that we've had during that day prior. If you don't get enough sleep, your body is not able to process those things mentally fully, and your body is not able to go through those physical processes that keep your blood pressure, your blood sugar, all of those things under control. Okay? So be mindful. All right, Scorpio, that has been your reading. Thank you so much for joining me, and love you, and I purple you. Bye.